In San Antonio, the Spurs suffered a blow this week when Dennis Rodman separated his shoulder, putting him on the shelf for 2 to 4 weeks.
Dennis is a big loss. It's the time where you need to get your rotations down. You need to get your cohesiveness right before the playoffs. It's going to be tough.
Against the Sonics, the Spurs focused on their rebounding to compensate for Rodman's absence, most notably Chuck Person. He came off the bench and grabbed a season-high 11 boards as the Spurs played inspired basketball.
Boy, just terrific desire.
That desire ended Seattle's 5-game winning streak and gave the Spurs their 4th straight, a big victory before they headed on the road. Their first stop would be the Meadowlands to take on the Nets. And once again, the team gave a great effort as 6 players scored in double figures. Minnesota was next as Bill Blair watched the Spurs out-rebound his club 41 to 29. Their effort paid off as they won their 6th straight. In Milwaukee against the Bucks, San Antonio was jumping for joy thanks to the outstanding play of J.R. Reed, who along with Terry Cummings has stepped in for Rodman and done the job.
Everybody's playing real hard. We're getting a lot of balance, scoring, rebounding, and defending. When Dennis comes back, we'll be that much better team.
While the Spurs look for future success, in this week's News, Notes, and Quotes, the Celtics celebrated the past by retiring the jersey of the late Reggie Lewis.
My husband loved to play basketball in this building, for this team, for you, the fans.
Reggie played very hard for us. He worked very hard. You couldn't ask for any more out of a player. And the one thing about being a player for the Boston Celtics, the ultimate goal is get your number raised in the rafters. And I think it's a great accomplishment. I think he's very well deserving.
God bless you, Donna. God bless Reggie. We love you and we miss him. Thank you.
In other news, sharpshooter Dana Barros of the Philadelphia 76ers is the NBA's newest record breaker.
Here, there it is for 3. Dana Barros almost 1 foot. The new NBA record. He's won 3 in 44 straight games.
It's something that I can always look back on, and you know, any record I could get it, I'm definitely glad to get it.
And Atlanta guard Mookie Blaylock recorded his 1,000th career steal, joining an elite group of NBA defenders. The only players to reach 1,000 steals in fewer games than Mookie were Maurice Cheeks, Michael Jordan, and Alvin Robertson. Now, from the NBA's special champions and challengers, we examine the evolution of the game's innovators. And no one... And much of his spectacular high-wire act was inspired by the Doctor.
I guess I would have never had those visions if I hadn't have seen Dr. J in his time. Right then, your creativity starts to move and enhancing that artistic talent that you have.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks. Oh, what a move by Jordan!
You have to give the credit to Dr. J.
And Julius brought a fresh approach to the game off the court as well.
When Dr. J was in his day and his fanfare, whatever, he carried that ambassador label. I can't think of another guy that carried that type of stature.
And after taking the game to new heights, Jordan now seems ready to pass that responsibility on to Grant Hill.
Skills are unbelievable. I mean, he's one of those versatile players who can pick up a ball game.
The Pistons are in a position right now where they want to build their franchise around Grant Hill. He's being mentioned a lot in, the same vein as myself and Michael Jordan. It's a burden. It's a burden, but, it has to be bestowed upon somebody. And I think he's the one who it was chosen to be bestowed upon.
BA action. Scoring is what Reggie Miller does best. And when he's on fire, he does it as well as anyone around. Against the Clippers, he went on a tear, hitting 12 shots in a row.
Here's Reggie. Watch out for him. Bingo! Reggie Miller against Piatkowski. Hand in the face makes no difference. Miller through the hole with a left hand. Holy smokers!
I was getting some good looks at the basket. That's about it. I thought I had a good look on my first 3, and that was kind of off. But after that, I felt pretty good. It was one of those nights, I guess.
The Clippers kept the game close, and tension mounted as Indiana could not put the underdogs away. Then Reggie showed why crunch time is often called Miller time.
5 and a shot clock. Reggie with a bailout. Yes.
What lucky Reggie has
a shooting night like he had. They're not going to quit. And you're going to think you have an easy game, and every time you think you're going to have a chance to blow it open, they're going to come back.
But a win would tie the Pacers with Charlotte for first place in the Central, and Reggie would seal the deal.
Miller for three. Bingo! And good night. And a standing ovation at Market Square Arena.
One of the top three-point shooters in NBA history.
Rewriting his own personal history as an LA Laker guard who's on the rise. The future was NBA Encore. Watch these players have easy pickings as they execute the NBA's most basic play, the pick and roll.
That was a good pick and roll, and all you have to do is read the defense.
Just a great job by Reggie Williams, pick and roll, and Mutombo rolls to the basket, and again, the placing of the pass, crucial for Dikembe Mutombo.
Another one of those key possessions for the Magic. Timeout for Shaq.
He's done! Oh, baby!
Now you better get out of the way when these guys are driving down the pike.
Cassell on the fast break. Got to beat B.J. Tyler behind the back. Lays it up. Slam.
Richardson to the circle, spins by Martin, takes it by Gugliotta, drives down the lane, left-hand layup good. Wow, what a move by Pooh Richardson.
Top side to Grant Hill. Grant Hill to the dotted line. Grant Hill to the rim. Lays it up and in. All-star move, no question.
Jason Kidd storms into the front court.
Oh, good move.
How much better can the Bulls be with Mike? I mean, it's just Jordan, right?
Ahead to Jordan. Bulls have numbers. Piscotti. Yeah. One superstar to the other. Tony. Oh, yeah. Here it is. They're on their feet, and they love it.
Oh, nice play. Nice play.
Hello. Mike may have to go solo. He can. He did. And rather well, I might add.
And these guys have just one thing on their minds. Just win, baby.
Look at Indiana's defense. They just swarm all over.
Rice for the win! Yes!
2-second differential, game clock, shot clock. Mashburn to the hole, eyeglass, and down.
He worked that matchup. There was no way Michael Cage at 6'10" could stay with that kid off the dribble.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, Harper with the steal. Harper all the way, and he is fouled. What a turn of events.
In this edition of 14 points in the fourth quarter, the game was stopped because a net had become torn. The unexpected delay caused the Bullets to lose momentum and gave the strong Seattle attack a chance to rejuvenate.
Boy, the Sonics, they've taken it up a notch.
When play resumed, Seattle had battled back for a 5-point win.
Game over. Sonics win.
Now we take an inside look at basketball's fiercest rivalries. In the 60s, centrally dramatic was that a championship was always on the line.
He's probably the best player I've played against. I mean, it's not even close. My priority was to win as many games as I possibly could. And he made it very difficult for us to win games.
In the 1980s, another...
I fear no one but Larry.
Oh, what a dunk. Hey, look at him look back at Mourning.
Today, Dream Team 2 teammates Alonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal keep the competitive fires burning.
Alonzo is a great player, but on the court, it's just like, I'm just, trying to do one thing, and that's win. And he's trying to do the same thing.
It starts with the two big guys in the middle. Those two guys that go at it like warriors. There's a lot to prove right there. There's a lot to be said.
Well, these two guys are going to battle for years to come. Boy, it's going to be fun to watch.
The Battle of Texas starts with both teams' talented centers. Houston's Akeem Olajuwon and San Antonio's David Robinson. Both are perennial all-stars who lead their respective clubs by example. Fittingly, the games have come right down to the wire with similar results.
Every time we play them, it's always a very close game. Tough battle from the beginning to the end.
Shot clock is down to 1. Vernon puts it up, and the Houston Rockets win it. The Houston Rockets win it. Maxwell will get a good look. Yes! Vernon Maxwell with another game winner for Houston.
With the return of his heiress, Michael Jordan, the New York Knicks-Chicago Bulls battle will once again reach the fever pitch that's always characterized this hard-fought rivalry.
I don't believe the Knicks against the Bulls is ever just another game. Whether it's early in the season or in the playoffs or the last game of the season. I don't think it'll ever be just another game.
It's a great rivalry because it involves great players, Ewing and Jordan, and Pippins rises to the level of those games that are great. And it's a physical contest, and that's its contrast in styles, and so it's a lot of fun to watch.
Some rivalries are geographically based. This is the case with the Knicks and the Nets. In the first round of last season's playoffs, bragging rights were on the line.
Well, I think our fans were pretty excited about us making the playoffs, and the tickets was going very good before we finally knew who we were going to play, and obviously as soon as we finalized the Knicks, then we sold out right away.
The New Jersey Nets have looked with envy across the river at what the Knicks have. They own this town, and this is their first chance to take something very big away from the Knicks.
New Jersey realizes the key to dethroning the Knicks is stopping their main man in the middle, Patrick Ewing.
Playing Patrick is like trying to play Jordan, a 7-foot Jordan, just because he can shoot outside, inside. He has the all-around basketball game.
Although New York won last season's interstate showdown, this rivalry is shaping up to be one of the most hotly contested matchups for many years to come.
Well, personally, my